Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys had a good day. We are going to play with some UV resin. Oops, I can hear myself. Hold on. Okay, now I can't.
Okay,
All
hi.
right. So we have some friends. I'm sure you guys have seen these two beautiful women who are not showing their faces, just a picture. So that's okay. So we have Annie and we have Joe, and they're here.
Hi,
Okay.
everyone.
Did
Hi,
Hi,
I
Herb and Steve and Constance. There we
hi,
go.
Joe. Hi, Connie.
we got six
Hey,
people, so some
Connie.
people,
Hey,
hey
Eddie.
guys, so we have six people watching, so I'm sure some are lurking, and that's okay. Like the
We
lurkers
got
as
some
well. So yeah.
burgers.
So I do a lot of resin. I've done a lot of resin. Let's put it that way. I haven't done it in a while. I do regular UV resin. I mean, I do yeah, UV resin. That's what I'm doing tonight. And I also do epoxy resin as well. That I'm not going to do tonight because that takes 24 to 48 hours to cure. And I don't think I'll be live that long. So, not going to do that. But,
Oh,
um,
come on, live a little.
so we're going to play with resin. Now, I have a lot of fun things to use for resin. I have mica uh, powders that colors the resin. Oh, maybe I should. I'm trying to show you, and you're looking at my face instead. Hold on.
Well, that's your fault.
Yeah.
You should hold
Okay.
it up so we can see.
Hey,
Hi,
it's
Mary.
That's okay. Hey, Mary, Crafty Corner. So I've got a lot of these colors. It's the mica powders that I use. I also have. Oh, there, I found some more
hey,
molds in my.
TDR.
Hey,
Hey,
TDR.
TDR, how are you? I also have
Uh,
glitters. These are from the Dollar Tree, and I also
Uh-oh.
have
got
these
it.
really, really
Okay.
fine ones. They're super fine,
Did
and I
that
got lots
do
of
it?
colors. So, and I know glitter is like sawdust to a woodworking person. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some stuff. And these, I forgot I didn't have out. These are moons. Look at that. All the different full moon all the way down.
Hey, how are you, TDR? And Mary and Steve and Herb? How is everyone?
Good. I hope. And this is some stars. So let me go take care of
I hope
something
so too.
really quick. Oh, I can't even see that person on here.
Oh,
Okay.
crap. I did the wrong stitch.
Uh-oh.
I started doing the thicket stitch. I'm supposed to be doing the sedge.
Yeah. Can one of you guys go into
Did it work? I did. Did it work? But it's showing on StreamYard.
well, we'll just ignore it then. Okay. So you guys get to choose. I'm gonna go one, two, and three. And whatever you guys choose, that is what I'm going to do the resin on first. So I have the moons and the stars is one. We
Can you make
have
yourself big?
no, yeah, I sure can.
'Cause I
I,
can't see crap.
Giggler.
I'm pretty big here, you know. Okay, there we go. All right. So I have got these are little charms. So they're all these little charms. There's circles, pendants, stars, hearts, squares, triangles. So that's three. And then we've got these are bigger ones. So you guys in the chat, write one, two, or three. So one, two, or three. And that's what we'll work on first.
You're blurry. There
Of
it is.
course. Yeah, it takes a second. I moved my arm, and every time I do that, it you know makes a mess. So I usually kit this. It's YIEHO. I don't know how to pronounce that. UV resin, and it's fast curing, and you don't have to mix it like you do the regular resin, and there's no measuring. So I'm going to put it in one of these little things and mix the colors. So do you have?
If I vanish because we're having storms here,
Uh huh.
I've already got 3 warnings on my phone to take cover. And I ain't even
Okay.
doing anything out there.
Connie,
So
have
yeah.
you ever? Because I've seen the mica powders put on the mold, and
Yeah,
then
I
the
can do that too. Yeah, I can do that.
I didn't know if you'd ever tried it like that.
Yeah, I've done that because I make checkerboards and I make chess pieces and for chess and all kinds of stuff.
Hey, chat, we're waiting for a 1, 2, or 3 from you.
Yep, in the chat, if you'll give me a one, two, or three,
This is audience participation night.
it always, almost always is. So,
So what do you want her to do first? 1, 2, or 3? I vote for 1. I like the stars.
you guys want to do one? I can do one. If we do it fast, like maybe we can do some of the other, at least one on the other. So let's go with one. So,
Hey, Mary Webb.
hey, Mary. Oh, we got Mary Crafty Corner and Mary Webb. Well, hello. So,
Okay, Herb says one.
oh, okay, good. Then we'll do one. All right. So I'm going to use gloves because I really don't want to mess up my nails. I'm getting
Well,
this
you
stuff.
should use gloves messing with resin anyway.
Well, that's true. You should. I've never done it without. So I'm going to put these on. But first, I want to. Well, I'll put them on first. These are a little big. I usually get ones that are tighter on my hands, but these will work. They didn't have any of the other ones. So what we're going to do is open this up. Where's the. Oh, there it is. Play with the spout. Okay, so come on, open up.
Are you crocheting tonight, Annie?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna dry this.
TDR, there movies tonight? I don't think so. Like, maybe tomorrow.
I actually had to think about it, and it's in my hands, Joe. That's I'm
Okay,
tired.
yeah. So this goes on here, and then I don't have to take this off until at all because you have this one that comes off.
Hey, Chris
So
K.
you can just do the spout right through
And
there.
Mary Webb says she's never tried resin work. I haven't either.
Yeah, this is pretty fun stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead. Um,
Is it expensive stuff to do?
it can be, but
It
I
doesn't have to be.
doesn't have to be. So I'm gonna do blue almond for the moons, and so the box it comes with these little spoons.
Oh, how cute!
Yeah, and I'm gonna put.
So little.
It's little. Come on, Connie. See, this is the problem with these. These
It's like a
stupid.
Barbie doll spoon.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Open.
Tweezers, honey, tweezers.
I
When you're
don't want
wearing
to.
gloves, you can't keep the bags open.
I know. These are big on me. So I'm gonna just grab a little bit of the mica powder out. You don't need very much. Well, I need more than none.
I was going to say you need a little more than that.
Now here comes the rain and stuff. You can hear it.
Yeah, we had rain. We've had rain all day yesterday. There's a bunch of flooding down in
Supposed to get 2 inches on Friday, and I've got the baby on Friday.
So I'm gonna pour this in here.
Ooh, maybe that means I can keep her all weekend.
Hey, Chris K.
Always look at the bright side, right?
Huh?
I
Exactly.
said maybe I'll have to keep her for the whole weekend. I said always look for the bright side.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna
And
mix
then it'll
it.
take you 4 days to recuperate.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll let you know when the water goes down.
Yeah, in Wichita, there's been a ton of um, flooding all day today because the ground is so saturated. The uh, rain, the water has nowhere to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour this in. So just move it around.
Now, does the UV resin, does it self level?
Yeah, it does, but I want to make sure it's in all the corners.
Oh yeah, always.
And then here's some more. And move it around. And I'm not doing this very thick because I'm going to, after I cure it, I'm going to put clear over the top of it. Okay. Now, I need some more. Come on. I shouldn't have shut this thing. But I wanted it to not fall out.
No, you want to shut it every time. I've
Yeah.
seen accidents,
Yeah.
even though
Oh.
it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh. I think it's time to pull the curtains for the night.
Okay.
There. Oh, that's better. Now I don't feel like anybody's staring in the window at me. Well, nosy neighbors,
Oh.
and it my craft room window faces them.
Mm. We get this all stirred up.
And that's not to say that I'm doing anything anybody couldn't see. It's just people
It's none of
staring.
their business.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and pour these in.
Are these all the same color? Because I can't tell.
Yeah, like the different phases of the moon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done any multimedia paintings?
Yeah, I have. And I, just so you guys know, I do have a fan going. It's actually blowing right on.
We're used to your fan, though.
Well, no, this is a different fan. This is my small fan that's blowing right on me.
My sister's full ceiling fan, you actually screw it into the socket.
I have one of those upstairs.
And she said she loves that thing. I was like, that's a cool idea.
Oops. Okay.
Never seen them before, but
I'm gonna put the rest of this in this one part of it, and you can see where how it's changing colors. The mica powder moves around.
Now I have seen some newer ones that are
Mhm.
called metallic micas, which I thought mica was metallic anyway. But you use a magnet on it.
Yes, you can use a magnet on it. I have done that on my nails.
I've
There's
seen it done on your nails, but it was the first time the other day I seen it done with resin.
Yeah.
And what does it do?
It moves the
and makes
it move. Go ahead. It moves the metals to where you want them.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
one
So now to
shade
cure this,
or whatever.
we're going to start curing this one while we're working on the other ones. And I just use my handy dandy nail UV. Oops, 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 oops. Nope, that didn't work. We'll just do it like that. There, that'll work. And why didn't it turn on?
Because your hand's not under it.
No, it's not turned on. We'll just do that. Okay, so that's gonna cure, and I may have to do it a couple of different times, but we'll see. Then we're gonna do this. What color do you think I should do this? We've got
I'm going to move
gold.
it a little bit further from your UV light because it's got UV light on the mold. I can see the light reflected on it. There you go.
Yeah. I've got gold,
Hi,
Hey,
yellow.
Jessica.
Jess.
Hi, Jessica. I've got gold, I got green, I got pink, I got rose gold, I got copper, I got silver. That's a silvery gray. What color do you guys want?
I think gold.
Yeah,
Gold?
gold. He'll stick. Yeah, he'll stand out more. I think a little bit.
Yeah, let's see. Where is it? It's red. Oh, there it is. And we'll get this little handy dandy uh, spoon.
Spoonula.
Hmm.
It's a spoonula.
Yeah. It's already setting up. I can see it setting up. Okay. And we're going to use a different one of these.
And you have to have one of those lights for this to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sun.
Yeah. But you can get little wand ones. But I have this for my nails. So I just used it because it's the same thing. It's a UV light. That's all you need is a UV light. That's a pretty gold.
But I watch a channel, Joe. If, of course, they're in New Zealand or Australia, so obviously they have plenty of sun. But if you have a nice sunny day and it's dry, but you have to put a net or something over to keep the gnats and the bugs and the dust off of it
Yeah.
if you decide.
This is the reason why UV resin always comes in a dark bottle. And that's the same with my UV nail polish. It always comes in a dark bottle so that the UV rays can't touch it. So I'm just getting this all stirred up. It takes it a minute.
I got to get Bill up in 10 minutes.
Okay. This is a pretty gold.
It is a pretty gold. Anybody got any questions that Connie hasn't already answered?
Yeah, I can give you any answers that you need.
Uh, Mary Webb wants to know, and I'm me too. How does it smell?
I can't smell it at all.
As
There's
she
no
does
smell.
have ventilation, I have heard from the channels that I've watched, Mary, that you should always have some type of ventilation and fan
Yeah, I
because
have
you
a
never
fan
know
going.
what's going to affect you. But and I'd asked Connie earlier because of the UV resin, wondering if it had an odor.
There's no odor at all.
Regular resin does have an odor.
Yes, but mine doesn't have a bad odor. But I still use a fan always.
And you can even use if you're using regular resin, you can get respirators to use when you're to wear when you're using it.
A lot of people will wear masks. I hate masks, so I'm not wearing
I'm
them.
the same way. But
Can't.
also with the mica powder, because it is so fine, you need to be very, very careful and not breathe it in,
Right.
because it's basically dust.
Right. When I've got it out, I am usually holding my breath. I'm not breathing. I take a second to just hold my breath. Yeah, too much gold. So instead of letting it waste,
Yeah, you should make a necklace, a pendant one.
yeah, let's see. Let's do one of these. I'm actually going to mix this glue into it.
Ooh,
The last little bit.
waste not, want not.
Yeah. I have resin molds that I just use for all my extra um, uh, stuff, the resin, and then wow.
New gold.
Oh,
Oh wow, that's
wow. That looks like real gold.
Yeah, it does.
how cool.
Cool. Okay. Now, whoops. Now we're going to make a pendant. And this actually has spot for the hoop ring to go in.
Jump rings.
Yeah, jump ring. I have a bunch of them too. So let's do. I don't have a lot of this, so let's do this one here. Oh, I hope I have enough. Well, I can put clear over it if I can get it on the bottom.
Should have enough though. Went to Walmart today. Anthony got him a new alarm clock because 21 wasn't enough.
Uh, how long before he tears it apart?
He never does. Not his clocks.
No,
Oh no.
no.
He sets all of his alarm clocks for 1 hour intervals.
Are you
Oh,
kidding
nice.
me?
No.
Wow. Okay, so that's covered on the bottom of it. So I'm just going to set this aside. And then I'm going to check these ones. And they're done. So we're going to put this one in here. Actually, I'm going to put this
Did you
one
get
in.
that yet for me already? You did? I don't have your treats in here. I'll have to go in the living room and get them.
Okay, so now we can just well, actually, I was going to put clear on top of these. So I'm not going to demold them yet. Because
I'll
we're
be
going to
right
put.
back.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a hair. Yuck. Throw you away. Okay.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. So I'm going to go ahead and put clear on top of this one. These ones. Just a really uh, fine layer to seal the mold. And then we'll put it right back into the UV, under the UV light.
Okay.
There. Those are ready.
We missed you.
I wanted to give him his treats, or he would have just kept aggravating me until I did anyway.
What did you say?
Who,
I
me?
didn't. No, Joe. I didn't miss one. Thought you said I missed one.
No, she said she missed
You
me.
Oh, okay.
Fine, you didn't miss me, honey.
Oh, I did. I just
Hi,
didn't
Sandra.
know what she said. There's still a little of this gold. I can get it out. Yeah, so it's pliable. You can move it around until you put it
Yeah,
in the
like,
the,
yeah.
the light. Now, regular UV, there's different ones. Sometimes you only have a 30-minute working time. Sometimes it depends on what kind they are, because there's 30 minutes, there's an hour, 2 hour. It really depends on which ones. Oh, that needs.
Are you ready?
I gotta move it. There we go. All right, and that one's not. They're not gonna get any clear over it, but this one I just put clear on it, so I'll have to put it back under there. But yeah, lovely gloves covered in mica glue. Yeah,
Is the ooey gooey?
it's just slick. Makes them slick. It kind of sticks to it, but it doesn't fall off. The mica powder.
Did you hear Connie and Joe?
Is that Anthony?
No, that's Cash.
Oh, Cash.
Come in and looked at the computer when you was talking.
Oh, he knows my voice too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's always in here.
That's true. Why isn't that as bright?
And he's being pouty, because he knows Daddy's going to work.
Oh. Okay, let me see. Now, the thicker you do the resin, the longer it takes for the UV to set it. So now Zaylee, my granddaughter, she did a pyramid UV a couple of years ago, and it was still soft after doing it many, many times. So I had her the next day take it out and sit it in the sun, and it finished curing it in the sun.
Thank goodness. Did you leave the fan blowing? Will you turn the kitchen fan blowing in? I'll turn it around before I go to bed.
Yeah, see, this is no longer movable. It's not cured yet, but it won't move. Like if I pick this one up, it would move.
It's skinned
So
over. That's what I call it.
yeah, the other one's a lot closer to being done, but it's a little thicker than this one. So, but once these are done, I can pop them right out of the molds, and they'll be done. Now you do sometimes have to. I use a sandpaper on it, like a sanding block. Um,
You can
like
also
this.
get
I use a sanding block because they're usually finer, and I just you can tell I've done it before on there. It just takes off the sharp edge at the corners.
round felt tips for the Dremel.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
have those.
and you can use for the take the edges off as well.
Yeah, and I know a lot of some of you guys were around when I did my countertop on my island. I did it in resin. I over it, and it was the resin that takes a couple of days to cure. Let's see if these are done. Not quite, almost. They're still a little bit wobbly. So yeah, um, I put the resin on it, and it took a couple of days. But I had painted and just put clear resin, and then I had to sand it. I had to sand from what was it? 50 grit, no 60 grit, no 40 grit, all the way up to 300 grit, and then I had felt pads on my sander and use those. And I had some cream that I did it on, and it cured it. It made it nice and slick. I think.
Gives it that glossy glass-like finish.
Yeah, exactly. Because of course, even though it's self-leveling, it wasn't completely level.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it also depends on your floor.
Well, it wasn't a floor. It was my
No, I mean, if the floor is level, then what you pour, whatever your island's sitting on, has to be as level as, you know what I mean?
right. Okay, this is not quite done. We'll put that back in a minute, but I want to get this in there. And for this one,
Oh, he's listening to Rockin' Reindeer, y'all.
it's Christmas time.
Always, always with him.
Now, another thing that I do, I haven't had an issue with these, but if I'm doing certain things and there's air bubbles, I take this and I pop it up and down, and that brings the air bubbles up. Or I spray alcohol on it, and it will also pull the air bubbles up.
You can also use a long lighter on smaller ones like this.
Right. Or actually, I use my heat gun on it, and it will also bring up all the air bubbles as well.
But just be careful and don't blow your resin out.
Well, this thing, this air gun, it doesn't blow that much.
It doesn't blow hard?
Doesn't blow super hard. So
Oh, okay.
as long as I don't put it too close to it, it won't do it.
Oh, he shut his door.
Oh,
Well, I didn't know if y'all could get copyrighted because of that.
I don't have this. This channel's not uh monetized.
Okay. Well,
It's
but if
my
I
other
have
channel.
it on the ones that aren't,
Mhm.
then I don't have to worry about the ones that are.
Yeah.
But and I am surprised that you knew what Rockin' Reindeer was.
Oh yeah. Definitely know what that is. Well, I'm old.
Yeah, but not very. I mean, even this is no, I guess 20 years. I'm just a lot of people still have never heard about it, and I was just like, it's really cool for kids.
Yeah.
I think.
Me and my grandkids sing it. And of course, I didn't use this because I didn't use a lot of a big amount of resin. But this is what I use to um, mix when I'm mixing a lot of it.
And I'm wondering if you already, you have like, say, a screwdriver, electric screwdriver, battery operated, if you can just buy those paddles that will fit,
I do. I have some.
because that would be.
I have some these
I know you
paddles.
can buy them for paint for like big drills, but I didn't know if you could buy them that would fit into the screwdrivers.
Yeah, the paddles that's for this will fit in my screwdriver too.
Hi again, Constance.
Hello, Constance. Okay, I think this one might be done now. Let's see. See, I just pop it up. It's done. It is a little sticky, so I'm going to set it back under there. Actually, the bottom is sticky, so I'm going to
Take them out, flip them over.
check it. Yeah. So this is a little thick. It's actually leaving a little bit of the resin inside the mold. So we'll have to let that. And these won't dry on their own, so I have to actually put them under the light to get it to cure.
Hi, Mona.
Hey, Mona, how are you?
Hey, Mona.
Hi,
And
Barb.
so,
Barb Jenkins says hello.
hey Barb, how are you?
Barb.
So, I was just showing them. Here's a couple of things I've done with resin. I put pressed flowers in the resin. I've done a lot of different resin pieces, given away a lot too. Like this is just a tray that I did. That's just copper, mica, and I use all kinds of different things in my resin.
I think shavings of crayons would be pretty in those too.
Yes, they would. You put anything in resin.
Yep. Even still
Oh,
wool.
Yep.
house is shaking.
Awesome, Barb.
I watch a lot of resin channels. But I'll probably, it's not something I'll probably ever do because, limited space.
Right.
But I'm watching it, the videos and learning about it.
Yeah.
And I also look at it like this. If I'm watching the videos and learning about it, if I ever do it, I'll already know how to do it.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, I think it's time for my summer slippers.
Yeah, I'm still wearing my big fluffy slippers, and I need to
My
switch.
fuzzy ones are making my feet hot.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah, this sticky is almost gone off of these stars. So I don't know. Let's see if these are. Oh, they're almost there. The moons. Actually, I'm going to move the stars back here. I think they'll fit under there.
Yeah, Constance, it hit 88
No.
here today in West Virginia. And we were not supposed to get that warm today.
Yeah, we have had a lot of rain, and but only one, no tornadoes. But I heard a tornado uh, hit the Chiefs, the football team, their stadium today.
Oh wow.
Yep. So yeah, let me put this lid back on. I don't want it to fall over. I also have molds that you can use for resin, but yeah, I also use clay.
Isn't it
Today,
hard to
okay,
get off the resin?
huh?
Isn't the clay hard to get off the resin?
No, 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 no. I have molds that you can use for resin or clay.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you said. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
how does that work?
Yeah, no, it's um I don't usually use it
Oh
because they're
shit.
really super
You hear
tiny and
that?
yeah, I heard it. But like I've got some really fine like
Tiny holes.
I have these little tiny molds that I put resin in and they look like gems. And then I have these ones that are small and all these other ones I have. Like this is the Eiffel Tower, a perfume bottle, a butterfly. Here's some like little charms. Here's some more charms. Here's a pair of glasses you can put on a necklace. It has places for the jump ring on each corner.
Or make
Uh,
the glasses and put it on an amigurumi.
yeah, you can do that too, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
Yep. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, I think. Yep, the stars are done. They're cured completely. And then let me
I
check.
like how the mica has pulled to the center of the stars.
Yeah, in fact, it did that on the moons too. Um, let's see. These are almost, maybe one more time. And this didn't get covered completely. I can see where it wasn't covered, so I got to put more on it. I think it moved when I had it sitting on these two,
You leave, babe? Yeah. Love you.
or maybe it did. Hold on.
Tell Greg I said hey.
Yeah, it got on there. Good, all the way. Good. It was deceiving my eye because you have the gold and then you have the clear, and I wasn't sure it was on there all the way, but it is. And these moons are almost done as well. But these are cool looking.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit sharp on the edges. So like I said, I usually just take this and just
Snap the edges back.
knock them so they're not sharp. Or I'll go like this because the edges are above.
It'd be cool with those if you drilled through the center, like from one side to the other, and then
Mm-hmm.
on a chain as a necklace. That would be cool.
Yeah,
You have to be really careful drilling though. Of a really tiny bit.
I have little tiny itty bitty bits. See that? That's good. One spot right there.
No, Mary, I have just watched years and years and years of videos of people doing it because I do. I've wanted to do it for a long time. I just really don't have the space.
See now this one has. You see that? Right there. You see that little part sticking out?
Yeah.
So I have to put it on the corner. And
Mary, this is another one of those things where I know a little bit about a lot of things and a whole lot about nothing. I just like to learn. Whether I use it or not, I like to learn.
I've been doing resin for years. Okay. Now, let's see.
Oh, did Daddy go to work and leave the baby?
Okay, I
Poor
think
Daddy.
these are done.
Oh, Daddy left him.
And you just push on the bottom. Oh, they're not done. Okay, so this is what I was going to show you. They're not done on the bottom. So what you do is you put them back in there upside down. And that will finish the UV rays right through the the mold. That's because it's a little thick. And so it will cure it on the through. These it was just a little dot and it was okay. But that is a lot more. So this will finish curing it.
Hey, don't you lay down now. He can't take you to work, honey. It's not allowed. I figure he would if he could.
Right. And you guys, if some of you weren't in here yet, to get this gold color here, I took the leftover gold from this and the leftover blue and mixed it together, and I got that really pretty gold. Right there. Color is amazing.
You just never know what you're going to come up with.
Right. Let me see how this is doing. And see this because it has the center part and it's done. Now, this isn't the top part you see. You turn it over and that's the part you see.
You know what I was thinking would be cool? You know
And it's,
those gems you were showing me?
yeah,
You could put them down in one of those pendant molds and then put clear around it or a contrasting color to make them stand out.
yeah, you can do that. Because I have these gems. These are the gems she's talking about. I have these little gems. Oop, lights on it. In all these different colors. And then, yeah, I glitter too, which I do a lot of glitter work with it. And I know Steve and Herb would say, you know, glitter is like sawdust to um,
To
woodworkers.
crafters.
And see, these are really fun looking.
I honestly don't like to have glitter used in my house because you never get it all. Never.
Well, I have a little thing. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? I have a little ladybug vacuum. Where did I put her? And it vacuums up all this little stuff right on my table, and I can't. I don't know where I got her sitting.
Oh, and the kid wants to use glitter. There is a table on the porch that
Uh
she
huh.
crafts on, and the glitter goes on the porch.
Right.
She has to wear a little apron we come up with to over her clothes, and then she can shake that out and not get it on her clothes.
Oh, that's good.
I'm always afraid, because kids put their hands up around their eyes. I'm always afraid she's going to get a piece of glitter in her eye
Yeah.
because that can cut your cornea up.
Right.
Mm. Did you see where they're making a new glitter that is biodegradable?
Yes, I did.
I thought that was such a cool idea. I never really thought about the effects of glitter on the ecosystem. I never gave it a thought.
Right. So these, I'm just gonna sit them right here by the lamp. The little cups, and the resin will cure it, and then I can just pop it right out.
And then you have clean cups.
Nice clean cups. And then the day I take a day and I clean all my molds, which I need to do. And so I wash them in hot soapy water, and then I have to lay them all out all over the island and the counters and the table so they can dry. And this is just a silicone mat. So is this. So is this little one back here. And I have another one too that's a silicone mat that I use. I also get those clear cutting boards from Dollar Tree too. I use those, but I haven't been able to find them lately. But these little buggers are done. They are finished.
My sister got those disposable cutting boards,
Uh
and
huh.
when she was doing her hexie quilt,
Yeah.
she cut her own templates out of that, and
Right.
she said compared the price, she could get 50 using those disposable mats that she cut out herself for 1/3 of what you actually pay for the actual uh, shapes that you buy for quilting.
Yep. Now that's finished. And like I said, I have the jump rings in all different sizes because I've made a lot of necklaces and earrings.
You're going to have to remember about that blue and the gold together to come up with that new gold.
Oh yeah, I won't forget it.
And that wasn't very much blue that went into that, so it wouldn't take much.
No, and look how different it is. It's really pretty. Let me see if my stars are done, or my moons. Put them in, well, out of the mold. See this piece that's stuck to it? Let's pull it off. We'll let that sit in there for a couple of minutes. And then these moons will be done. And they're pretty. Very pretty. If anyone here didn't hear me say, this is my UV light that I use for when I do my nails. I didn't show all the you guys in the chat. I also have these, but these are for bigger projects. So I have pressed flowers. That's all I have left of that one, and then I have the red one, and then I have this blue one, blue and white. This is one of them that I used for this one. And of course, you do everything upside down. So you have to put the flowers down, pour resin, and then I put the leaves and then poured more resin on it because everything has to be done upside down on those. But, yep. I need more stuff. That's a horrible thing to say. I need more stuff. I have so much stuff.
I need a bigger craft room.
I have 2 craft rooms, and in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have 2 craft rooms and a sewing room. Thank you, Mary Webb and Sandra.
Yes.
Okay. These are done. Look at how pretty. These are. Oh, very, very pretty. Oh, there's one. I gotta still sand this one. It's got little edges. Look how pretty that blue is. If I can get it without the light being on it.
Oh, that is pretty.
Yeah. Those are nice and pretty. Now, I should have brought, I don't know if I have one of those jars. I'll be right back while this is curing. I want to show you guys something. If I have it. Hold on.
Okay, I'm pushing the button on our machine, but it's just not coming back on. I did try.
Try harder.
Hello, Fada. Meeting from Camp Granada.
I haven't heard that in years.
Swimming school here, but this place is not like home. I miss my nice soft pillowcases.
Okay. I don't have one made. I do have one made, but it's in my bathroom. I don't want to go get it. But this mold right here, what would you think it would be for?
A jar?
It is. Now, it will actually screw right onto this jar. So you put the resin in, and inside here is the grooves in this part here. And then you put the resin in here, and the grooves are inside there. See the grooves? So this will actually, it's upside down. You always do everything upside down. But the lid, well, the lid's not upside down, but it will go over the jar. Like that. I've made several of them. They're really fun to make. But you wouldn't think that that would make a jar, but it actually screws right on and right off, and it's really cool. Okay, let me see if
I tried to push that button for you, Connie, but it wouldn't work.
yes, Mary, they would be very beautiful on a sun catcher. Thank you, Barb and Sandra. Yeah, I agree with you. They would be very pretty. And I now this has hole right here. Let's see if you can see that. You see that hole? Yeah, you can see the hole. So I can put a jump ring right in there and a chain, and I have all that stuff. These ones didn't have it, but I could always drill it very carefully on there.
I think those would be cool too, just to like, you have your leftover candle jars with the pretty lids.
Mm-hmm.
Just like make them and put them in the jar and put the lid on it and put them in the sun
Right.
and let the
Well,
sun kind of like shine through them.
mm-hmm. Let's see how close this stuff is. Are they gonna pop out? Yep, watch this, guys. There it is.
All clean.
And that's clean. Well, almost. It's got a little bit on the edge. But and this one will pop right out of there too. If I can get it's really stiff. These little cups are. They're not like the other cups are really flimsy. But yeah. And I can just scrape it right out and it will be all clean. If I can get my finger on it. Yep. I just have to wash, and I wash them with soap and water anyway. So, and that is it. So, what do you guys think?
I
Cool,
think
cool.
that didn't take very much room.
No.
And my sister has that light that I could borrow.
Mhm.
And I might get me some UV and try.
Yeah.
Why not?
I buy the UV this resin I got from Amazon, but I've gotten some from Timu as well. It works just as good. You just have to have a lamp, a UV lamp is all, and your molds and stuff. And yeah, let me turn the camera off of. Um,
Now it's time just about right. Because I just ran out of yarn on that roll.
And
there
do
we go.
remember, everyone, when messing with any more resin, remember your PPE.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and like I said, this stuff doesn't smell at all. There's no smell up to it. The other resin does, and I have it too, but I always keep it ventilated.
Chris K wants to know if you can make stuff with gel nail cheaper, like gel nail polish. Never thought about it.
No, I will say no. And the reason I say no is because, um, here, let me grab it. This little tiny bottle is could be upwards to $25 for a UV nail gel. Uh,
Wow.
yeah. So, and it doesn't hold up. It does not hold up like this does.
Well, it's
These,
because it's for your nails and it's meant to come off, probably.
right. I have a chainsaw. I have a
I want to see
chainsaw.
this. I want to see this.
Well, actually, it's Ron's chainsaw, but he doesn't use it. Yeah, but I've never used it for anything like that. But
That'd be funny
yeah,
though.
I'm a woodworker, so you never know. I've made lots and lots of stuff with wood. Sandra has watched me. I don't know if you guys have watched my videos where I was in my woodworking and making furniture and stuff.
Did you use a chainsaw?
What?
Did you use a chainsaw?
Not for that, but I would use it for like big pieces, like a. If I was gonna do it, I'd use it on like a stump, wood, tree stump. And would I use one? Yes, I would, in a heartbeat.
If you like to watch wood carving, chainsaw wood carving, BM Sculptures does
Yeah,
some
I
beautiful.
watch. Yeah, I watch them. So, yep, I do. And I have a sawzall, and I can cut anything with a sawzall, and I like to cut things with sawzall. Ron gave me a sawzall for my birthday last year, or was it the year? Yeah, it was last year. He came home with my birthday gift, and it was a sawzall. Ron doesn't have tools that are powered, electrical powered, or gas powered, other than the chainsaw that he's never used, but for like a minute. His friend picked it up, took it, and used it instead. But I'm not afraid of it. No. Thank you, Barb. Yes, you've seen my stuff too. You've been around for a long time on my channel, and Sandra's been around a long, even I think longer, but maybe not, maybe about the same. Sandra was one of my very first. You know, I'm coming up on my 5th year anniversary since I changed my other channel over to from nail art and reading to crafts and woodworking and all that. Almost 5 years. That's crazy. I thought it was coming up on 4, but it's actually 5. But yeah, but that's right around the same time as we're gonna have a birthday bash. Me and Joe and Annie, our birthdays are one day apart. Could you Could you imagine? We became friends and our birthdays are only one day apart. Yeah, it's been 5 years
Yeah, that's
already.
pretty.
I think it's Kismet.
Yeah. Let's see. Which one is on the 21st?
I'm the 21st.
Okay, so Annie's the 21st, Joe is the 22nd, and I'm the 23rd of July.
Yep.
And I'm the oldest. I'm the old lady.
Yeah, but Joe's in the middle and she's the youngest.
This is true.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah. So I hope you guys had some fun. And if you guys are interested in buying these or me doing an auction on them, I can do that because um if not, they'll just sit in my thing. I mean, I usually just sell my resin stuff. Yes, Sandra, you and Liz have both watched me from the and Carmen. Carmen Pin. It's now Carmen's Crafts, but she used to have her last name on it. You three started from the very, very beginning. Yes. You can come to my house. Yes.
Oh, and some very sad news for our family.
What?
Well, it was just my son's dorm is being torn down when he was at Marshall University to the dorm he lived in.
Oh.
Tearing it down. He goes, Mom, you know that was the only dorm that didn't have AC. He said, I'm not surprised. It was the oldest. It was the last old dorm on the property. They have systematically torn one down and built a new one each year.
Oh wow.
Well, not each year, but every 2 years as they got the money
Right.
until they could get them all replaced and updated. But he
That's
looked,
cool.
he goes, well, he said, it's kind of sad. He said, look, there's my window.
Yeah. That's cool. Yep. And Carmen. Yep. She's been on there from very. You guys, all three, within a couple of weeks of me starting, or the week I started doing videos. You guys were watching. I never did lives back then. You couldn't catch me. Okay, this is a quiz for Sandra, and Is Liz here tonight? I don't think she.
No, I don't
I,
think she is.
I thought maybe,
I
maybe
haven't
not.
seen her.
Okay, so for Sandra, do you remember? Let's see. Wait a minute. What was it? What was I gonna? What was I gonna say? Now I can't remember. Um,
I don't know.
do you remember what video it was? If you can tell me what video it was when I gained over 1,000 subscribers, I will do you a painting and send it to you for free. If you can tell me.
Speaking of paintings, I got my painting from Connie today. It's beautiful. I'm sure my
I'm
sister's going to love it. I'm planning on probably taking it to her on Saturday
cool.
because I'm pretty sure that's it. She won't have any doctor's appointments that day.
Cool. Yeah, Sandra. So if you can remember what video it was a big video, and I'd only been on YouTube for from July to October, and I jumped from 128 subs to 1,168 or something like that off of one video, and it was in conjunction with a group of women.
Just what were you doing? Hmm?
It was Christmas. It was a Christmas
Oh, was it the wreath
video.
one? Was it the wreath video?
Mm-mm. Nope. Well, no. It wasn't like a wire wreath, no. But it was huge. She kept telling us back then it was a not a post, it was your what was it called before they said post? Can't even remember. Your community tab.
Community.
I didn't even have a community tab when it started, and they said um, anyone who doesn't have a community tab, you will have one by the end of the weekend. And I did. She may not be here, so I'm not gonna expect her to. Just a couple of people have left, but Sandra, if you can remember and send me a message on the comments on this channel, and you're right, in the next 24 hours, I will do you a painting. So let's head out of here. It's been longer than normal. Well, it's been about a little over an hour. So yeah, and you guys, thank you for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed this resin. If you want to see more resin, I can do resin. I like to do regular as well. And you guys have a great night. And I hope to see you guys Thursday. I have not done the painting yet for Thursday. But if you guys missed this painting on Sunday, this is a painting I did Sunday.
That's
Oh,
very cool too.
yeah. So, yep. I will see you guys all later. And you guys have a great night. And I'll see you on Friday on my other channel. You guys have a good
Yep.
night. Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.